What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I am going to be taking you guys for a May garden tour. I'm going to be taking you through my garden and show you what's growing, what has been taken out, and what I have started from seed, and hopefully it works for me to be able to transplant into the garden, and I'll be gifting most of them to someone also. So I'm going to show you guys what is growing in my garden and also talk to you guys about what I have done for the past few days. So let's get right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy this video as much as I do. And yeah, let's get right into the video. So once I come out of the room and I come to the what's this, a fresco area, straight away I have my onions here growing. So I have my onions here growing in this self-watering garden bed, which I had some things in there but I had to take them out. So this is the red odorless onion which is growing in here, and I had to trim the head. I had to trim them down because they were falling, and everything, so I had to trim them. So it is going to be good now. It's standing upright, good. So yeah, and here I have some more onions which I also trimmed, and I think there are different onions to this also. And here I have my rhubarb, which I will be able to harvest in 12 months. It's very little, so over the winter I'm going to cover it with some plastic covering, which I'll show you later in the video. So I'm going to cover it and then protect it from the cold weather so that it doesn't die too much. When you come to the side also, I have some garlics growing in here. So I have 6 garlics in here, and I have some more onions over there, 4 onions, which I put there later on because I had something there and I could not put garlic there, so I had to put onions there later when I took whatever was there out. And here I have another garlic top, which I have some lettuce growing in here. I have some beets growing in here. I have some carrots growing in here, which looks amazing. It's very beautiful. Everything is growing very good. I had to thin them out. I've thinned them out, but I'm going to thin them out more when the lettuce gets big enough. I'm going to thin them out and put them in a different bucket, or I'm going to gift it to someone who wants to get lettuce over the winter, which I don't know. It's a try. I don't know whether lettuce can stand the cold when it gets too cold, but we're going to see how we go with the growth through the winter. I know carrots can stand, and I know beets also. I think it's all year, so far as you're not planting in winter and you start in autumn before, so it gets its true leaves, and then you get into winter, then I think you'll be fine going through the cold weather. And it is said to be more delicious when it goes to the cold weather, especially the carrots. So I'm just hoping and see how it goes through the winter. And in this seed starting box, I have some silver beets. Let me show you guys. So I have some silver beets growing over there, which it's very good germination over there. And I have some broad beans over here. I have 10 broad beans also growing very beautifully, and and I have some onions over here. So this is the Hunter's River Brown onions, which is doing so good. I'm hoping it gets bigger so I can give it to someone whom I specifically started this for, and I'm going to give him some of the broad beans also. I'm going to give him 7 out of it, and yeah, I'm going to keep 3, or maybe I'll see how, if I have space, I'm going to give him 5 and take 5, or I'll see how I go. And the silver beets, I'm going to give him one side of the girth, and I'm going to take one side of the girth. So beautiful growing stuff here. So when we come to the side, I have my onions growing in this bed. It's I don't remember the name, but you can see how it is. So I have some onions growing in here, and I have my strawberries on the down, which is not looking so good because it's not the season, and it's dying off slowly as winter comes through. So I have 10 onions. Yeah, I have 11. Yeah, I have 11 onions on this, and I have my strawberries down here also. And in this pot, I recently got myself some dwarf orange. I did not take a video of me transplanting this into this pot, which I wish I did, but I did not. I forgot. So forgive me, guys. So this is my dwarf orange, which I recently got and transplanted into this pot, and it's supposed to be dwarf. And as to how I'm going to trim it, that would keep it dwarf. So this is how it is looking. Let me go back. This is how it is looking at the moment. Very beautiful and little. So on this side of the garden bed, which I'll be taking out very soon and get a new raised bed, wooden raised bed in here. I have my spinach. So these are the first ones that I grew all the way up there, and here are some succession sowing that I did later on, and they are also looking good. So I can harvest some of these ones. I've already done some harvests, but I have to do more again. And here I have my big chili plant, which I have trimmed back, big trim, and it is looking good. I have some fruits ripening on there, 3. I had 4, and I took 1 in the house because it had ripened a bit more, so I took it inside, and I still have 3 ripening. That's how it looks. Very beautiful. And that is the name of this chili. It is 15 hot, 15% over 10. That is very hot. And I tasted it when it was green. I took 1 inside, it was green, and tasted it. That was the bad idea, but I did. So it's 15% over 10. And here my favorite part of the garden for autumn. So I have here some cabbages, some cauliflowers, which I am so much in love with, and I can't wait to harvest some cabbages from my garden. This cabbage, that is the name for it. So that is the name, is a heirloom cabbage, and it's a mini, so it's going to be small. It is going to be small, which is perfect, because even when I go to the shops to get cabbage, I get like quartered cabbage or half cabbage. So this being a mini cabbage, it is actually perfect. I'm going to use it and it's going to be done. And I have another cabbage over here. I have some holes in there because it was getting attacked, but I sprayed it with some spray which is meant to be not toxic for the plant. So I did that, and the cabbage white butterflies, they are not doing bad stuff again to it. They are not able to do that again, so that is good. And I have some red cabbage here, which was very tiny, but I didn't take it out, and it is looking better and big now. And here I have some red cabbage, which is looking so good. Here I have some broccoli, beautiful. And this one, I thought it was broccoli, but once it started going like that, I noticed that I was lying to myself all this while. It is cabbage. It looks like cabbage, and this is definitely no broccoli, unless maybe some magic happens. I have some other broccoli over here, and I have some cauliflowers. So this is meant to be a purple cauliflower, and this is the white cauliflower. And I've recently seen that it is showing some signs of, getting the broccoli in there, which I'm so excited about. So excited. And one thing that I've realized is that I put some onions in between these cabbages and cauliflowers, thinking I'm gonna get onions down here, but no, the cabbage, it is not allowing the onions to get air and sun enough, so it is looking sad, which I'm so sad about also. And here I have some turmeric in here growing. I transplanted it in here. It was in a smaller bucket. I had to transplant it in here. I'll cover it so that keep it from the cold weathers. And here I have more garlics and more garlics over there. Very beautiful germination. Okay, here I have another purple cauliflower, which is looking amazing. Look at the leaves, and the leaves are also edible. So I might do something, maybe, I don't know. And more cauliflower, beautiful. These are the white ones. This is the purple ones. I have 3 purples and 3 whites. Yeah, so that's another cauliflower. I got it later on, so that's why it's very small. That's a purple cauliflower. This is a purple cabbage, which got attacked by some animals, and I sprayed it. It stopped. The white, I don't know what I think it's aphids or something like that, if I'm pronouncing it right even. And I think they're dead, but it is, I think it has not bounced back. I don't even know if it's going to bounce back anyway, so if it doesn't, it's okay. I have some more garlic in this bucket over here. This is my chili plant from spring summer garden, and it has lots and lots of fruits I've been picking. I put them in the freezer for later use. And I have some cabbage here, more cabbage which got attacked. The purple one, it got attacked, so it looks very sick. And this is another cabbage. So these two cabbages, I had something else. I had the white cabbages, the green cabbages in here, but I had to take them out because it was damaged. So I got this little mini cabbage, 2 of them in here as replacement, and they are thriving so far. And here, and I have some onions in between also there, and some of them are looking good, some of them are not looking so good. And this thing is apparently to help, scare away the white butterflies from my cabbage so I can get stuff. But look at that, I don't know, I thought it was working before, but that's how it's looking. And here I have this plant which is like taros. It bulbs up on the down like taros, but can be very small or big sized. Someone brought it from back home and gifted it to me, and I planted it into this. So I had to cover it up like this. I cover it. I got this thing from Amazon. I'm going to put the link in the bio, in my description box down below. And this is how it's looking so far. So it was not like this. I'm going to post a picture of it up here somewhere to show you guys how it was before and when it started shooting the leaf, which, look at that, very beautiful. So I covered this thing and secured it with this metal stuff to prevent it from the cold nights, because it's getting cold. We're getting into winter and it's autumn now and it's getting cold, so I had to cover it up. And it has been good so far. I'm loving it. It's growing, obviously, and in winter I'm planning to take it into the shed and protect it a bit more from the cold, so that in springtime I'll bring it out and I'll get a raised garden bed and I'll put it in. I'm going to show you how my taro raised garden bed, I transplanted them from where it was before and I put it there, and it's looking so good. So I'm going to do the same to this, and it's going to give birth a lot of babies, and I'm going to gift it to the person who gave it to me, because apparently hers, they are not doing so good. They are dying off. I don't know, I think it's the cold because she didn't protect it. I'm going to pay her a visit and check it out and give her some covering for her to cover it. But if it does not work, then I'll have to give her some babies when this one grows and gives birth. So that is that for this plant. I am so in love with it, and I'm hoping it grows, because some people say that it does not grow in Australia, so I'm hoping it grows, hopefully. Okay, so here I have some onions growing with silver beads, just one silver bead. So this one, it was in a different pot but was not thriving. As soon as I put it here, it just jumped. It started growing crazy, and it's looking so good at the moment. I can't wait to start harvesting it for some stews indoors in the kitchen. So here I had some lettuce. I'm going to post a picture of how it looked before. I had some lettuce growing in here, but I thought it was too crowded because I transplanted it in here, and I decided to just dunk everything in there. It was too crowded for my liking, so I put new seeds in here. So I've seen some germination going on there, and there's one over here, and there's more in there, but I don't want to touch the mulch and distract it from the growing stage. So I'm gonna leave it, and let it grow. As I'm even talking, I'm seeing more in there growing, which I'm so excited about. So yeah, that's the update on my lettuce, what I've done. And here I put some onions in here, which they are looking good. These spring onions, they're dying. And here I have some garlics growing in here. So I have 9 garlics growing in here, and I have onions in here also doing good. But I don't know, this bucket, it does not, I don't know, it's not growing the things as they should be growing. So I don't know what to do about that. And underneath here I have some ginger growing in the bucket, and spring onion growing here. I had to harvest some out for something that I was making indoors, so I only have 4 left in here. So here I have my raspberries still going so hard. I didn't get any fruit of them this year, but they did some, you know, babies down here, some shoots down there, and I think they got attacked by something, but I'm gonna take care of that later on. And I have, so that's the yellow raspberry, which is said to be very beautiful. I don't know, I've not tasted it yet. I've not seen it in the supermarket also, so I'm hoping it goes good for me to get some harvest of them. And I have some red raspberry over here. That's a red raspberry. You can even see from the stem. So this one looks a bit yellow, and this one looks a bit red. Yeah, so that's the red raspberry. This my fig plant. It was very little. I'm going to post a picture of it. It was very, okay, when I got it before, it was very tiny. I think I don't have a picture of that, but I'm going to post later on when it was growing a picture of it on the screen. But if I find the other one, I'm going to post it also. Here I have some eggplant which someone gave to me. It got attacked. It was very tiny also. I'm gonna post a picture when I got it before, and it got attacked by some animals, and I had to cut every leaf off of it. So I'm hoping it gets overwintered well and it does not die on me. I'm gonna keep giving it some TLC, prevent it from dying off, and hopefully winter, spring, autumn, I'll get some new leaves on there and it will be productive for me to get something off of them, hopefully. This is my garlic, one of my first garlics that I put down in the soil, but this one looks a bit smaller, which I don't know. The other one looks a bit bigger, but we're gonna keep, you know, going forward. Hopefully we get some harvest off of them. It's my first time. I'm learning, I'm growing, we're doing all together. Here I have my aloe vera, which is shooting out some babies. I have like 4 babies and it is very juicy. I'm hoping, I'm thinking to take and use it for my hair or skincare, something like that. This chili pepper, don't be betrayed, don't be deceived by the size. It's very hot. It is very hot. And this one chili, it's a capsicum. It has a beautiful stripes. It's a candy cane chocolate cherry capsicum. I didn't get a lot of harvest off of them, but I'm going to overwinter it and hopefully I get more capsicum out of it next year. So here I have some capsicum and another capsicum, and here I have my habaneros. I've been picking off of pest, but I'm hoping I will not overwinter it. I will take it out and throw it out, and I am going to start new seeds in spring. And here I have some broad beans doing well, but I don't know why it's very long, but I've never planted this before, so hopefully I get some fruits out of them. I'm going to add one more here and one more there to fill the bucket up. And this is my cabbage. I started from seed and it is looking good so far. That's the name. That's the cabbage name, and I put some onions, which I know if the cabbage starts to get bigger, it's going to, push down the growth of the onions. But it's okay. It's okay. This is my miracle berry plant, which is looking okay. We're getting into winter, so I don't expect much of it. And there's some grapevines, 3 grapevines over there, which are looking amazing. This is my lemongrass. It's my lemongrass, and I'm hoping it overwinters good. And some dragon fruits, so they stop growing because it's getting colder. So maybe in spring they'll start shooting, and I need to transplant them also. I think that's the reason they're not growing. I need to transplant them into a bigger pot so they can get more space and root space to grow. Here I have my peas growing in here, so beautiful. It started fruiting, but I took the fruit out. I wanted it to grow more, and it's not actually growing, but these ones are growing, so hopefully they grow beautiful and I get some fruits, because I tasted the peas and they were very beautiful. So yeah, hopefully I get more peas out of them over the winter. And this in here, my carrots, which are looking amazing. They are growing so beautifully. I want to trellis this thing. They are looking so beautiful. They are the different colors. What do you call it? Carrots. So it's not just one orange color. It is the purple, the red, and the orange. So it's a mixture of all the colors, which I'm loving so far. And yeah, I have my cherry plant, which we are in autumn, so every leaf is off, but it is alive. It's alive. And all these will blossom into flowers, and I'm going to get some cherries off of them. Last year's cherry was very beautiful, so hopefully this is how it's not focusing. Yeah, I'm going to get fruits off of them next year. And finally, this is my taro bed, which I did transplant from where my garden is into this raised garden bed, and they are looking so good. They're so happy of their new home. They're looking amazingly good. I'm going to show you down. So this is how it's looking. Oh, it's not focusing. So this is how it's looking so far. It's given birth lots and lots of babies. It's given lots and lots of babies. This was the mother, and this also was the mother, and yeah, they're looking good. Yeah, so beautiful. Yeah, looking in the foliage. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. So I'm going to get another garden bed and put it on the side, and I'm going to put the other one, which looks like taro. In Ghana we call it mankini, and the leaves we call it kontomire, but here they call it spinach. So it's like, some people also call it elephant ears. Ghana we eat it, but apparently some country they don't eat the leaves, but some countries they do love the taros. So we're going to try that out. And I've been seeing that if you go to the African shops, they have kontomire, they have labeled something kontomire. It's apparently not the Ghana kontomire we know. It's actually taro leaves in that thing, but I don't know the truth about it unless I go to the production where they produce that, and I'm going to see the truth about that. So maybe we're going to go for a tour in the future to see how it is actually produced, whether it is taro or it is kontomire that we know from Ghana. So I'm going to put a raised bed here, and I'm going to put that in there so that it can also get a space. But for now, it is going to be in the grow bag, and it is going to grow there until I transplant it into this permanent space that it will be in later in the future. And this Asian pear, my dad planted here. So that's the name, Nash pear, and it is getting some animals disturbing it. But we're going into winter. It's autumn now, so the leaves are going to die off anyways. Started already browning up, and I've seen some shoots on them here, which we're going to get some pears in maybe next year. We're going to start getting some fruits off of this plant, which I'm so excited about to get it. It's getting tall. And here we have our guava plant, which is looking so good. It was very tiny, and I had to start giving it water and give it some manure and some fat, and it is looking good. But in autumn, in winter, I know it's gonna die back and it'll come back in spring. So I'm hoping to see that. And here we have our mandarin plant. This mandarin plant is very lingy. I've given it some fat. I've been giving it water every single day. So not every single day, like twice a week. So yeah, this is how it's looking so far. I have a lemon tree here, which is right in my garden. And this is the first lemon that came out of it, and it's looking good so far. And we have more lemons on there. We have more with flowers going on, but we're going into winter again, so it might die back and come back in spring. So hopefully it does not affect it. And one thing that I learned from YouTube University is that if you see your plant having, I've already cut this one. I've already cut it. But if it gets big like this, you need to scrape the side, which I think I need to scrape the other side too. You need to Stop focusing. You need to scrape the side so that it dies, because there are some bugs which affects the plant. So if you don't do that, they will be there and they will be creating it bigger. So I cut the side off to prevent the bugs from growing bigger. So they're going to die. They've already started dying. I think I've seen some dryness. They're dying. But in springtime, I'm going to. So I've seen a lot, and I did the same. Scraped it. So hopefully it dies. That space dies, and the bugs does not affect the plants anymore. And this pot is my spring onion pot that I put here. Spring onion. And so far I am loving my garden, and I hope you guys enjoyed going through this garden tour with me for May. I'm so excited to start harvesting some cabbages in the garden, and I'm also going to show you guys my garden plan for spring, summer in another video, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to show you guys. I've already started drawing out my plans which I need to execute in spring, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to take you guys along with me, and any other changes that will be going through the garden, I'm going to let you guys know, and stay tuned, and we're going to grow together. And I'm hoping this inspires you to start your garden, because we need to start growing our own foods and know what we are eating into our bodies. So stay safe, stay blessed. And one thing that I always forget is that don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my videos, because I've seen you guys are not doing that. You're just watching my videos and you're not doing that. Please do that for me, and I'll keep sharing more videos. I love you. Stay safe and stay blessed. Let's grow our own food. Thank you for watching. Bye.